Hi children, welcome back to our social class. So today we are going to see our ninth chapter in history, okay? And the title of the chapter is Traders, Kings and Pilgrims. Okay, so in this chapter you are going to learn about traders. So how to find about trade and traders? So you have read in your previous chapter that fine pottery were found from several archaeological sites throughout the subcontinent, isn't it? So these potteries were carried by traders from the place that they made to the place where they have to sell it. So South India was famous for gold, pepper and precious stone. So what was South India famous for? Gold, pepper and precious stone. In the Roman Empire, pepper was valued so much. Okay, in the Roman Empire, they valued pepper so much. That is why it is called the black gold. What is pepper called? Black gold. Okay. So the traders carried many of these goods to Rome in ships across the sea and by land in caravan. Okay. So as these things had greater demand in Rome, people started taking all these things by sea route or by land. Is it clear? So this is about how things went from one place to another. Okay. By this, the people started exploring several sea routes. Okay, so several sea routes were explored by traders, and some of these followed the coast. So there were other across the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, where sailors took advantage of the monsoon winds to cross the seas more quickly. Okay, so they took advantage and selected the sea coast accordingly. Is it clear? Now the next topic is new kingdoms along the coast. Okay, so we are going to see what are the new kingdoms which came along the coast. The southern half of the subcontinent was marked by a long coastline. Okay, in the southern half you have a long coastline and with hills, plateaus and river valley. Okay, so Kaveri was the most fertile among the river valley. So which was the more fertile? Kaveri. Chiefs and kings become rich and powerful, okay, who control the river valleys and the coast. So Sangam poems mention the Moovendar. Okay, so in which poem they mention Moovendar? Sangam poem. Okay, children, it is a Tamil word meaning three chief. So Sangam means three chiefs used for the head of three ruling family. So which were the families? The Chola, Cheras and Pandyas, who became powerful in South India around 2300 years ago. So who were the Moovendars? The Cholas, the Cheras and the Pandyas. Okay, don't forget it children. Now these three chiefs had two centers of power. Okay, so one inland and one on the coast. Okay, so among the six cities, two were important. Which were they? Puhar or Kaveri Patnam. Which was it? Puhar or Kaveri Patnam. It is the port of the Cholas. And Madurai, it was the capital of Pandyas. Okay, so Kaveri Patnam and Madurai were the two important cities. So which was the capital of Pandyas? Madurai. Instead of regular taxes, the chiefs demanded and received gift from the people. Okay, so there was no fixed taxes. They used to go on military expeditions to collect tribute from the neighboring area. Some of the wealth they kept for themselves, and the rest they distributed among their supporters, which included members of their families, soldiers and poets. Okay, so this were how they collected the revenue from the people. Many poets compositions were found in the Sangam collection. Okay, so who were awarded precious stones? The poets were awarded precious stones, gold, horses, elephants, chariots and fine cloth. Okay, around 200 years later, a dynasty known as Sadavahanas. Okay, which dynasty? Sadavahanas became powerful in western India. Okay, so we were talking about southern India. The most important ruler of the Sadavahanas was Gautami Putra. Okay, who was it? Gautami Putra Sri Satakarni. Gautami Putra Sri Satakarni was the important ruler of Sadavahanas. He and other Sadavahana rulers were known as the Lords of Dakshinapada. Okay, they were known as the Lords of which place? Dakshinapada. Literally the route leading to south. Okay, so which was also used as a name for the entire southern region. Okay, so Dakshinapada was the name given for the entire southern region. Okay, children, so that's all for today. Thank you. Take care and be safe.